Movie review number 1289 is The Alto Nights. The Alto Nights is a 2025 movie directed by Barry Levinson. So this movie has Warner Bros. Pictures, Winkler Films, and Domain Entertainment. I saw this movie on April 5th, 2025 at CMX Liberty Luxury 15 in Cinebistro in Liberty Township, Ohio. So this movie is based on a true story, and this movie takes place in the 1950s, where notorious New York crime bosses Frank Costello and Vito Denofessori fight for control of the city streets. They were once the best of friends, but petty jealousies and a series of betrayals placed them on a deadly collision course that reshapes organized crime forever. And this is also about the true story of the man who took down the American Mafia. Wow. So Robert De Niro portrays, get this, both Frank Costello and Vito Denofessori. And I will admit that there were at times I was right, okay, is this guy Frank or Vito? But I believe that one of the characters wears glasses for a while of the movie and the other one doesn't. So that definitely helped me at times. But I like how Robert De Niro portrayed two different characters. Deborah Mensing portrays Bobby Costello, who is Frank's wife. Cosmo Jarvis portrays Vincent Garadanti, a rising soldier in Vito's crew. Kathleen Nodosary portrays Aunt Anna Dino Fessery, who is Vito's wife. Michael Rispoli portrays Albert Anastasia, who is the boss of the Maldonado family, member of the Commission and the close ally of Frank. Michael Adler portrays Charles W. Toby, who is a United States Senator on the Kefauver Committee, Kefauver, Kefauver Committee. Ed Amatrudo portrays Rudolph Haley, who is a leading New York City councilman with ties to Frank. Joe Bassano as Joe Professi, who is boss of the Professi family and a member of the commission. James Sistrione portrays Carlo Gambino, who is a powerful mobster who serves as Anastasia's underboss. Anthony J. Dower portrays Tommy Lucchesi, who is the boss of the Lucchesi family and a member of the commission. Wallace Rainham portrays Estes Crufalfaro, a prominent United States senator. Belmont Camilleri portrays Frankie Boy. Louis Mostello portrays Joseph Bonanno, who is boss of the Bonanno family and a ruling member of the commission. Frank Pellegrino portrays Richard Ballardo, who is Vito's principal enforcer. Tim Rivendell portrays Oredo. Matt Sofello portrays George Wolf, who is Frank's personal attorney. And Robert Uicora portrays Anthony or Tony Bendo Strorio, a mobster who serves as Vito's right-hand man. So this movie was filmed in several areas of Ohio, like Morrow and Cincinnati. And I think there were a couple of scenes that I saw like, oh, I know this place, or something like that. I heard this movie was also filmed. One of the scenes I believe was filmed was a restaurant called Arnold's Bar and Grill, which I actually been to in Cincinnati, Ohio. By the way, if you haven't been there, check it out. It's pretty good. But anyway, the alternate basically was is about a movie featuring two mob bosses, two of the most powerful and notorious mob bosses in New York City, Frank Costello and Vito Denefessari. They were once close friends, but after a series of betrayals and jealousy, they are now enemies. And so they're trying to basically they're trying to not kill each other even though they're like enemies now. They're trying to be like the bigger boss. Well, at least one of them is, and the other one is thinking about stepping down and getting away from New York. But this movie also details the man who helped take down the American Mafia. And by the way, I mentioned there were several other bosses and other mob bosses' families that you see in this movie. What happens near the end really is something. It really was something to see how this particular man, who I won't say, helped put down the American Mafia. Wow, pretty neat. So yeah, I thought it was a pretty good movie, and like I said, this movie has Robert De Niro in it, who also was in movies like Goodfellas and The Irishman. Yeah, pretty good. I definitely recommend it. So that's my movie review of the Alto Nights preaching truth in this movie review. Alright, goodbye.